or T1 on the pass on that map, excuse me. Here we go, some aggression coming out right off the bat. They're charging up long right now over on B. ACK's already picked up Mummy. Trashy's getting into a long-range duel with the Sage. Akis comes out on top, as does FNS. So that'll be a nice start here for Envy as they found themselves a multiple player advantage. It's all on Food, now on the flank. The good thing for Food, Spike still dropped back mid.
Yeah, I loved how aggressively T1 played that, but the problem was they got pinched over on B-Long. Food is going to spot Akis as the last kill, but Akis is going to win the fight, and that's going to be the first round going over in favor of Envy.
Advantage currently for T1.
Yeah, the spike has been planted. You hear it ticking away. Caboose goes aggressive. He's able to get AZK. He's able to get Brax as well. Caboose and the rest of Envy are able to clean it up. It was a bit of an investment, yes, but it paid off. Envy up 2-0 here.
Giving his team the two-man advantage. I love this position from Food as well. It allows them to focus all of their efforts over on B. Food up on top of the barrel. Blast packs going out to try and delay just a little bit, but the force coming through is just too much to fight against. But with the clock being what it is, they're going to save right now for T1.
Molly.
I do love the discipline that we're seeing out of T1, though. With all that noise, all that ruckus that was caused over at B, they didn't rotate, but now they're going to have to move. FNS is able to get the first one. Food is going to get zoned off, at least for a little bit, but there's a firing squad of people right on the other side. FNS is able to get the first one as Food drops. The wall's going to go up as well, and with 10 seconds left, it looks like the spike is going to go down. Brax takes care of Caboose. The flash goes in. A little bit of friendly fire. Brax gets another one, looking for the third, but FNS wins the gunfight.
It's now down to one, though. It's Crashies. The Phoenix on the other side watches kind of counterpart on the opposite end do all the work. It's Akis to close things out on the round. A good round coming in from Envy. Some here, so I guess they may have hurt us a little bit. As Food goes aggressive in showers with one more backing him up. It was the Brim. And as they get back into the A site, the one-way smoke's going to come in from AZK. That'll allow them to spot the feed as they come around the double box. The Molly's going to go down to try and slow down the push, but they're already past it. There's the ult coming out, the showstopper from Food. AZK picks off one more, and it's all up to the Cypher here on the site. A quick and easy kill for AZK. Well played by T1.
A little bit aggressively. He's going to spot one, not able to connect the kill, but FNS is going to be significantly worse for wear after taking those shots.
Oh, Food barely gets an angle. Spots a pixel.
Enemy down.
Picks off Caboose. There's the res coming in, but Mummy's been taken down. That's the op going bye-bye. AZK back corner still spilling blood here for the likes of T1. But now they've lost site control as the wall is down and Food really can't offer too much assistance. It's going to be a 3-on-3 as the numbers even out. You've got the curveball coming through. And the Raze is going to get flushed back in the U-Haul. But at that point, oh, so close to trying to get that spike through. Doesn't work out so well. The spike drops inside the A site, and it puts all the pressure on Calypso as the Omen. 42 HP with Food right around the corner. It's an easy 3-piece on the round for Food. Needed to be, just couldn't quite connect. You've got the op now getting pushed back as FNS has gotten close. A little too close for comfort, using the curveball as the Phoenix. There's AZK backside popping the orbital strike to try and slow things down. On top of the smoke, you've got Akis, and he kind of catches him off guard. You've still got one on the other end of that dark cover. Recon Dart's going to give away the position. That makes it difficult to get out of that spot, but again, it falls onto one. This time it'll be FNS, who's only got an SMG. And the spike is down, and he can't really get back towards it. There's one coming through the showers as well. FNS trying to gain a better position by moving into U-Haul, but now the peak comes through, and he's dropped down to 39.
Yeah, not a ton of options here. If you're FNS, you're alone, you don't have the spike, you don't have a ton of health, and everybody knows where you are. Brax is able to get the kill, and for as good of a start as it was for Envy, we're knotted up here 4-4 in the opening game.
I have to watch the remainder of the round, and it's a 3-on-5. The numbers heavily favoring T1 as they continue to try to get back in the site. The wall has been chipped away at. The ice no longer a problem. The flash is not working out well at all. Skadoodle is cleaning up. It's down to just one, and AZK makes it look easy. Another flawless retake coming in from T1 as Envy has stalled out in the middle part of this first half.
To try to make something scrappy work out here, T1 is poised to continue to grow their lead, but holy cow, Mummy does it again! 2 opening frags to kick off the round.
I know exactly.
Destroying right now over on long. Unfortunately goes for the neural theft at a bad time. There was one push up. It's Brax playing the Cypher. There's the satchel going down right into Brax's face. That advantage has evaporated. Yikes! Brax comes through with the jumping classic, taking out Aegis as well. All of a sudden that early work is gone. It's down to now 2. They went from a 2-player advantage off of quick pistol work from Mummy to a player disadvantage. And not only that, they've got the hardware disadvantage. They're trying to now get into the A site, calling for an audible. The nade is in the hand of Food, has to be careful, one's right around the corner, about to potentially keep a pistol. There's backup from AZK. So at the very least, they get the spike down, but it's FNS who's here with just a pistol.
Now, once again, Envy find themselves operating on scraps in the closing moments, and they're no closer to the site than they would have been beforehand. You see them at the numbers disadvantage. Trashies is able to get another one as FNS drops, and once again, the numbers have more heavily in favor of T1. Now you see the spike going in, but it might be a little bit too late. The orbital strikes are going to come down. It doesn't look like it's going to connect onto anyone quite yet. Mummy's going to try to even it up, but Brax gets one. He gets the second one as the spike drops as well.
What they don't realize is that Calypso snuck onto the backside of site, but it doesn't make a difference at that point. Brax is just too good at locking down that position. So no aggressive peek coming out. Phoenix flashes out over on long, doesn't make a difference. Skadoodle's got the timing. Shock Dart coming in as well to do additional damage as they try and go for the push. The shot through the smoke doesn't connect. There's some more shock darts coming out. Yet again, you see the port into the dark cover from Calypso, so he's on site inside those smokes, waiting for an opportunity to pounce. There's the first. Will he find a second? Yes, he does. There's one more in the middle of sight, but not able to get the best of AZK.
No, and it's going to be a 2v2 left here with 1 minute left on the clock. The boost is going to go down to the hands of AZK, and AZK drops in response. Folks, a 1v1, the spike in the hands of FNS, and as quickly as everything started, it comes to a screeching halt. You hear the showstopper used. FNS is getting the heck out of dodge. He's going to take the TP and rotate all the way over, but folks, look at him. Look at what he's doing. He took the TP, and he's just going to walk back through the spawn. Food's going to get caught on the other side of the map.
No, I think he's baiting out the double fake. So he's taking an extra long amount of time on the rotate. The problem is, okay, there you go. So Food's finally starting to think, okay, I think he's going B. So he ran through portal, then wrapped all the way back through spawn, goes for the spike plant on A, just close enough to hear the plant come through. So you'll see the Rays now repositioning on the A site, the AWP in his hands. And again, FNS is going for that 700 IQ play, running all the way around through showers and playing the spike. You can see the pings coming out on the spike to try and give away that position. I love this, and he's totally going to catch him off guard. Should be an easy kill. All he has to do is time this right, and come on. There you go. We were waiting for it. I was hopeful he would peek a little sooner. We knew what he didn't, that he wasn't looking his direction. But waits for the tap on the spike. It's a 5th round coming in from MV off of a big brain play from FNS at the end. Utility to try and prevent this push on short. And they're just going to go right through it. So the drone goes in first. The tripwire gives away position, but they're taken out pretty quickly. There's the peek coming in from Calypso. Somehow gets the best of Brax, but inside the site they go. And it will be T1 who's mopping up currently. Caboose can't even catch Crashies off guard after pulling out the molly, and it's down to 1. It's FNS, and I don't care how big his brain was in that previous play. I don't think he can think his way out of this one.
No, things fell apart for Envy very quickly in the pistol round of the second half. And, you know, one of the things that we didn't discuss, which had an impact in the first half, but that we're not going to see in the second half, is the lack of a Sage. Have the numbers in the right place. That's going to be the ability to get onto the site. Mummy's just going to push through the cage, and he's going to be able to get the opening kill onto Crashies. Mummy opting to play a little bit more aggressively, and he's going to get a second one as well. As Brax drops, give him a third. He's looking for the fourth, and he's going to land it as well. He's got the ace in his sights. Oh, he's not going to be able to get it as Food takes him out. Akis, however, is going to be a good teammate, clean it up, a clean round for Envy that they desperately needed. Do they opt to pull the trigger? Yep, Crashies is going to go. FNS gets the first one. Looking for the second one, and he's going to drop. But Caboose is there for the backup as he gets to AZK and Skadoodle drop. The spike sitting harmlessly on B long.
And that's the round. Brax backing off and going for the save.
To collect information. They have spotted everyone. But again, it's just pistols. They're gonna have. All right, Skadoodle's able to get one. As Caboose drops, looking for the second one up close and personal. He gets it. Not gonna get the third, but it doesn't matter. They win the thrifty round as Envy gives up a costly one.
In the showers, they know that he's here, but he's hiding just behind this cam, and they don't anticipate this. That's the play we needed to see. Patient as ever is Calypso, and it nets 3 kills for him in the showers.
The last round that they had no business losing, you see Calypso. Looks like he's going to continue to play as aggressively. Food is going to walk right into his crosshairs as Food gets one. But no, Food is able to snap onto Calypso and get the kill. Down to 2 members left on the side of T1, and Envy is really in a similar situation. Mummy missing a rare shot with the op. That has nothing to do with being on Cypher, but you don't miss twice when your name is Mummy.
Skadoodle now trying to jump clear around the corner. Dart inside his belly. He's got the op. He sees that barrel around the corner. Mummy's going to punish with the peek that comes through. 10-8. Envy keep themselves alive. Skadoodle misses the shot, but his movement gets him away. He's trapped in a corner, and he needs some support, and he's got it from over towards U-Haul. But now the push is coming in towards that territory, and they need those players to turn back around. It's a brawl on the site as it goes back and forth, kill for kill, bringing us down to a 2-on-2. AZK still U-Haul as the Brim. You've got the Cypher over outside showers. Peek comes through from short. FNS is there, and it's all down to 1. It's Brax. He's such an all-star player, playing as the Cypher, currently locked in this corner. Aims away for just 1 second, but somehow gets the best of FNS. Time is a problem, and it's gone too far. 11 rounds now for T1.
You see the Roomba is going to play opener. Akis is going to spot 1, but again, all he has is a ghost. How much damage can you really do there? I say that, but he's done it time and time again. AZK on the other side of the map, however, is able to get 2 opening frags in the round. Akis is going to get dropped as Crashies gets him through the wall. That's going to be entry onto the site, but they don't have the spike.
Got spike.
Yeah, and it doesn't even matter. The ripcord's already been pulled. This is a save. And that was a back-breaking round to lose. Because now it means that T1's going to be at that 12th point. And if Mummy can't get away, that's a problem. He does end up falling in the fight as he backed off directly into the sight of the Cypher. All players taken out here for Envy from that territory. We'll see how they fare in this exchange. 4 shots right on the money, and there's the follow-up as well. The ult comes through from showers. That's going to be the run it back. Somehow the call doesn't come through, so Crashies gets the best of Calypso, who's got his back turned. The shot from Mummy is right on the money. That's Brax going down. Another one from Mummy. That's 3 on the round. There's only 1 more standing in his path. It's Crashies. Close towards U-Haul. Spike is down. Goes for the pickup and will get it. Caboose will fall. And it now becomes a 1-on-3. You've got Crashy sort of locked in. U-Haul, 10 seconds left, has to fight his way out of this one. Curveball's right on the money. Shots to the dome of Mummy. He's just costing them cash at this point. But eventually, his reign of chaos will end. A 10th round comes through from Envy, but it does cost them a lot more than you'd hope.
And it's going to leave things in a 4v4.
Come on, let's go!
There's the ult coming in from FNS to run it back over towards the site. There's one currently up in Hookah. The pistol almost worked out a little bit better than you'd anticipate. There's 2 that remain. It's the Brim with the orbital strike and the Sova as well. That's Skadoodle and AZK. Maybe they can even try and sneak in a plant, but it seems incredibly unlikely with the defense currently positioned here on the side. There's the first one going down, so yeah, at least they take 1 more player out, again, impacting the money. But now we come to this final round, round number 24. T1 wins, we go to map 2. Envy wins, we are going to overtime.
K's going to be cheating up as well, just on the other side of the wall. Food is able to get first. Mummy going down in a pivotal round. That's going to hurt if you're Envy. And here comes the firing squad. There's the drone. He wisely drops off. There's the Hunter's Fury. FNS is able to get 1, but he's going to get tagged up. The orbital strike is going to drop down, as well as AZK trades 1 out. 3 members left on the side of Envy, looking to keep it alive as Calypso gets 1, and he gets taken out.
Got the spike.
It's down to now 2. It's Sage coming through on the flank, and Raze up in heaven. Caboose has the blast pack, has the nade, and has the boombot, has all of the utility you'd want, all of that can deal damage. AZK now looking for that flanking player, not prepared for Akis, who's around the corner, waiting behind that tripwire. There's the boombot going out for the intel. Skadoodle spots the barrel as the jump peek comes through from Akis to try and bait them out. And there's the double hold. You would expect that to work out nicely, but there's great damage dealt here. It's down to Caboose, who's got the blast pack. Pops it a little too early right around the corner. There is the raise, very low on HP. There's the swing. So it will be Food with the 3K on the round, and it will be T1 who take things 13-11 here in map number 1. Don't love to see T1 getting so much mid control practically for free. Now, Akis is going to hear this one. Akis playing on the Sova close, not prepared for the second one coming through. Playing close to the wall, though, survives for a little while longer than you might anticipate. Both teams playing stageless comp. We're going to see the Omen and Phoenix bowing out early on the round for T1. Momentarily, there's one on short currently. That should be AZK as the Omen, who's now trapped in the corner and blinded as well. Great teamwork coming out from MV. It's all up to Brax, who barely escapes inside that smoke. He does have a gun out, it's just a bug. He's not trying to palm punch anybody, but it will be Envy who picks up the pistol round. They did the same thing in the first map.
Given the firepower that's behind these two squads, you expect another win for Envy for the round, and Mummy and Calypso are doing everything that is needed to ensure that that's the case. Kiss able to take care of Crashies there, and that's going to leave 2 members left on the side of T1, and Envy still has full force. As far as personnel goes, again, T1 doesn't have a ton of guns to show for it. Calypso gets the last 2 to put up a very impressive 3-kill round. A flawless round for Envy, and they're going to find themselves up 4-0 up against T1.
Despite the fact that he consistently just waltzes up mid, the only thing that's really set there to slow him down is the tripwire, which he can actually get past anyway. AZK is going to pick off Caboose, who got a little over-aggressive into B main. One more starts to poke his head through the smoke. Have to be careful. There's the peek through from Food. That's a problem. The B site is now lost, but the spike is all the way across the map. Now they're going to shut the door as well, but not before their teammate can port through. So they'll see a follow-up port as well come in from the Omen. And they're looking for him, but they don't realize that he's actually snuck onto the site. So Calypso still in spawn, but at this point, it's hard to say if they're even going to go for this one because they're kind of far off in the play. And with that kill, that should be the clear call. It's a save. It's not working out so well for them here. Although, yeah, they're getting mid control here with Crashies, and he's been able to charge his way up in the market yet again. They haven't really managed to find too much success off that. There's the orbital strike on the site. AZK playing as the Brim hasn't skipped a beat throughout this series. Brax finally gets on the board this round, but you've still got one in the backside of sight. It's Akis. Amali comes through. Akis' aim is right on point to take down Food. Akis is going to fall to Caboose, though, and the rest of the defense, or the offense that turned into defense as they gain site control, crumbles. When it comes to this map, it just doesn't feel right. Caboose, right around the corner, just can't time the shot well. Food obliterates him with the NASCAR peek. FNS able to pick off Food, though. The trade goes back the other direction. You've got Calypso over on long, getting spammed through the smoke. And he's trying to get a better angle. He now walks into it. There's one right on the other side. And he'll end up losing that battle. He was the last player surviving, so T1 finds success yet again.
Out of T1, and there is a member of Envy who's going to be playing outside. The Hunter Fury is going to be dropped, as Mummy's going to get tagged up. He's not going to survive. Skadoodle gets the best of him. Prior to that, however, Akis takes care of Brax to knot it up at 4-4. The door's going to go down. Just over 30 seconds on the clock, and T1 has full reign.
I know exactly where you are.
There's the neural theft being popped by the defense to give away the positions.
Revealing area.
Now they know where everyone's at. Recon Dart gonna go down towards backside. A pulse comes out. They spot one through the box, and it's the spam kill onto Food. There's still one trapped in B main, currently back behind the dark cover. First shock dart's right on the money. Nice flick from Skadoodle. Point blank onto FNS, goes back behind the boxes. AZK trapped now in sight underneath lane. A quick trade comes through, and it's down to a 2-on-2 yet again. It's even numbers. Calypso hits a nice shot onto Skadoodle and brings things down to the last man standing. It's Crash. Backside manages to survive with the operator. Another round on the board for T1. While in mid, you've got Akis playing as the Sova with the Phantom. There's one right around the corner. Crashies again looming. Threat doesn't hard clear the corner, but it doesn't matter. AZK also picked off 2 others, and now it's a push towards the A site, a frantic push that sees the Cypher backing off. So FNS is going to cede control of that A site and try to wrap back around towards short, but very likely we see even a save come through here, as the Omen's pretty far away from this play, and yeah, there's the kill coming through at that point. it's pretty much decided. They've got Neural Theft. The other side is the Omen Port. They've got the Hunter's Fury. They've also got Blade Storm for the Jet. There's the Hunter's Fury being caught towards B8. I like the positioning from FNS. He tries to time it well, tries to get patient. But this is what you expect to see from Food. Pops the ult, runs all the way through. Mummy says, anything you can do, I can do better. I don't get 2 lives, but I do have 2 knives. Unfortunately, that's where things end for him. Brax gonna take down Mummy. The Neural Theft gonna be popped now, giving away the position of the remaining 2. The Spike is down on the stairs. They're trying to lock it down as best they can, but they've actually moved away. So Calypso's in sight, and they know that he's here. He's the last threat. Paranoia gonna come out. The Sheriff, does it work? Oh, you hate to see it. The pistol just doesn't work out so well. It's a tie score now as T1 have put up quite a few rounds after losing out early on. Cap things off with a victory and potentially take us to that 6-6 scoreline. Oh, that's really rough. Double flash coming out. Not much FNS can do. Tries to find safety in the corner again. Aggression on the B site costs them, but they didn't really have a choice. They were working with subpar hardware, and it's already been reduced down to just 2. It's the Omen and the Jet. Just like that, the round ends in a snap. It should be 7 on the board for T1. A nice rebound after the early round losses.
Sorry, bro.
Yeah, very impressive recovery. 1 member left on the side of Envy. I'm pretty sure they know exactly where he is, too. He's going to try to cheese his way out of a bad situation.
See Caboose, he's got his arm positioned for it. There's the Paranoia coming out. I see your flash and I raise you one better as they try to make their way onto the site. They go back behind the generator, but Food somehow survives even a little while longer. Food is currently putting up a serious defense on the site, and as a result, Envy decides it's time to back off. This is not working out well. Meanwhile, over on B, you've got the Sova full push. The Spike is currently stuck in this position. Skadoodle is just going to hold. Listen for potential play for mid. There's the peek coming out. You can't blame him for that one. There's Skadoodle finally peeking on the backside of FNS's play as well. It will come down to 2, and the damage is pretty much all landed on the Sova, as he's just a few points away from death, and that's exactly what ends up happening to both him and his cohort. It will be the 8th round for T1.
Looks like it's going to be a pretty heavy stack over onto A. Food is able to get the opening frag as Caboose drops. Food looking for more. Nothing served up there quite yet.
Quick trade coming out from Envy with just pistols as they try to make their way up Cat, but it's all falling apart as a strong round comes through from T1.
The back as the rest of Envy take their site.
Food waiting for that peek to come through from long. Safe plant coming out as they're back behind the generator. They'll pick one off. There's the reload. They hear the sound, but Akis can't do much, and Food's now back around the corner. And he looks like he wants to toss a curveball out. He's got the flame wall for the self-heal. In the meantime, Brax has picked off FNS, and this is falling apart quickly. It's all on Mummy. Now the spike is planted for him, but good luck. Goes for the gun pull, and it's not out soon enough. Food holding an aggressive angle results in a 3rd kill on the round.
But as I say that, Brax tagged up. He's going to have to back off. Food getting the opening frag again. I believe that's 21 on the map for him as Calypso drops. Still in line to drop that 31 bomb that we alluded to in the previous map. Food just seems to feel himself on this map, and he does it again. That's 3 kills this round as Akis and Caboose drop.
Smoke coming in from the Jet. Smoke towards Market as well. They've got 13 seconds left. They've got to get on site. The shot not where it needs to be, and they will get that spike across. The aggressive play from FNS to try to take the fight straight to the face of Brax. There's a smoke down on the spike to guarantee the plant. It's all up to Mummy, and there's just not a chance in the world there, as Crashies has already made his way up lane. 11 rounds now for T1.
Actually, T1 who's going to play this a bit aggressively.
Skadoodle playing aggressive with the op. It's not something we see all that often. You know, you have a couple of different op styles. You have players like Wardell who like to get flashy, take the fight to your face, and then dash away as the Jet. Skadoodle is not that player. Skadoodle is much more comfortable just anchoring in a position and waiting for you to wander into his sights. This time, though, he does advance forward. And while he finds success initially, the rest of his team is struggling. He's now made his way towards the switch. We'll get one more, make it a 3rd on the round as he spots Calypso just under that closing door. And again, it is a massive advantage here for T1 as it comes down to now just 2 as they try to make their way on the site. You've got the ult pop by the Jet, curveball coming out, Hunter's Fury in there as well. The flash is just too strong for Mummy. It's all up to Akis as the Sova Shock Dart comes through, but Akis is trapped over towards Logs, and there's the peak. It's a 4K on the round for Skadoodle. Do not call him washed. This man has still got it. But again, it will be T1 with the advantage. Fast play got them onto the site. The question is whether or not they can hold it. And the flashes coming through are trying to gain them access. Akis gets one despite the flash. Food's gonna find his third on the round. It's all down to Calypso. And now he gets shock darted, goes inside the smoke. Food's gonna find 4. That's it. T1 take the series 2-0 over Envy.
Out of charges.
13-6.